Good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Today's date is October 15th, 2021. The time is 10:10 a.m. and we are on the record. I want to thank y'all for being here this morning. A lot more people were summoned to show up this morning and they did not. You folks did, so I want to tell you thank you. Today's hearings are being live streamed on YouTube. And we are also on the record, which means that everything here is being recorded. Today's docket consists of arraignments, and I believe we have one show cause hearing. But I'm going to go over the arraignments so you can know what to expect. These are Class C misdemeanors with fines that normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Does everyone understand these rights? Okay, other things that I need to let you know. If you are not a United States citizen, your status in the United States could be affected by a plea of guilty or no contest. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest that you consult a lawyer before entering your plea. There are alternative means to payment. If you enter a plea of guilty or a plea of no contest, and you find yourself in a situation where you are unable to meet your financial obligation with regards to any fines and court costs that are ordered, you can request an application, which you will fill out, turn into the court. I will then have a hearing to determine whether you qualify as indigent. If I find you indigent, then I can put you on an extended payment plan, I can put you on community service, or we can do a combination of those things. The point being is that just because you don't have the resources to pay, there are other ways to meet that obligation. You just need to talk to the court, okay? So the way this is gonna work, I'm gonna I'll call your case. I'll ask you to raise your right hand, and then I'm going to swear you in. After I swear you in, I'm going to let you know what you're being charged with. You have three choices when I ask you for your plea. You can plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty. The only difference is that when you plead no contest, you are telling the court that you're not contesting the matter. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you didn't do it. You're just not contesting it. When does this come into play? Well, say for instance, if for whatever reason your case ends up in a civil court, say because of a car wreck or whatever, and if they want to use your plea in this court as evidence of your negligence in the civil court, if you plead no contest, they cannot. If you plead guilty, they can. So that's one of the differences there. So if you plead guilty or no contest, the next portion of the case will be the punishment portion. That's when I decide what we're going to do. I have a number of options. I can place you on what's called deferred disposition, which is a type of probation. You don't report to a probation officer, but if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay, the case gets dismissed. I can place you in the driving safety course program. That's also another way that if you do what you do and pay what you have to pay, the case gets dismissed. In some instances, I'm not willing or I'm not able to do any of those options. I will find you guilty and you will have a straight up conviction. So when it comes to the punishment portion, if at that time you want to talk to me about your case, anything you want me to consider, you can do so at that time. Prior to a plea of guilty or no contest, I cannot hear anything regarding your case. The only time I can hear the facts of your case is when there's a prosecutor present and we're trying that case, and I'm able to hear the evidence. So it's not because I don't want to hear what you have to say regarding your case. It's because I can't unless you pled guilty or no contest. Any questions at this point? Okay. So if you plead not guilty, then we will set your case for trial. I'll ask you if you want a trial before the court or if you want a trial before a jury. It's your choice. Whichever you choose, you will be set for a pretrial, which unless we get orders from the Supreme Court stating otherwise, you will get a notice of pretrial where we will be in the same format we're on right now on Zoom. The prosecutor will be present and you will have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor regarding your case. At that time, you can present any defenses, any excuses, anything you want the prosecutor to consider, you can do so at that time. In addition, if you have any pretrial motions you want me to consider, we will do so at that time. That being said, any questions before I call the first case? Okay. Court calls cause number 210-900-2411, State of Texas versus Patrick Kimmelman. Patrick Kimmelman. Let the record reflect that Mr. Kimmelman's name was called out and he did not appear on the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-900-2418 and 210-900-2419, State of Texas versus Alexis Luna. Ms. Luna, can you unmute your microphone, please? Good morning, Ms. Luna.
Good morning.
All right, Ms. Luna, if you can please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Alexis Luna, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Luna, you are charged with 2 offenses. Failing to maintain financial responsibility and driving with no driver's license. These are alleged to have occurred on or about September 24, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of these violations?
Yes.
And do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As to the first charge of failing to maintain financial responsibility, alleged to have occurred on September 24, 2021, Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to the charge of no driver's license alleged to have occurred on September 24, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty on both charges. Ms. Luna, what's the situation regarding your license?
My license, I was not working on it. I was living in San Antonio at the time. We had just moved over there with me.
Luna, you're on mute.
Am I still on mute?
No, you're good. The last thing I heard was that you were working on it.
Yes. I had just moved to San Antonio. My boyfriend's mom was paying the car and the insurance while he was attending school. I didn't want to start in San Antonio. I was not aware of any of the streets. I was very unfamiliar, so I didn't want to start classes over there. We ended up moving down back to Robstown because it was too much money to live in San Antonio, and she couldn't afford to pay the car anymore or the insurance, so we couldn't really do anything about that. I didn't have a job yet. We recently just got jobs, so I got to get the insurance back on, and I started my classes, and then I got to get my license.
So do you have your license now?
Yes, I only have the paper one right now at the moment.
When did you get that?
That was on
It's within 30 days.
let me check.
Okay. Do you have a copy of that?
Yes. I have it on 10, I got it on 10/6
Okay.
of 2021.
So Ms. Luna, if you can get a copy of that over to us by either emailing it or faxing it, what I can do with the no driver's license is a compliance dismissal. How much is it?
Okay.
It'll be a $20 compliance dismissal, okay?
Okay. 20.
I'm sorry, $10 compliance dismissal.
Okay. You said 10, correct?
$10, yes. You need to get that over to us today if you can, okay?
Yes.
Now, what's the situation with the insurance? No insurance yet?
Yes, I got the insurance back on. The insurance, my boyfriend's mom was paying the car and the insurance. And then she needed to start paying her own stuff, her own expenses. So she stopped paying the car and the insurance. And he was also not attending college. So that was another reason he wasn't paying it anymore. And then we got our new jobs down here in Robstown. So we finally got to get the insurance back on.
Okay, well, perfect, because you need to have that. So with regards to the failure to maintain financial responsibility, I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a fine of $265, cost of $81 for a total of $346. When can you pay that, Miss Luna?
I could pay it today.
Okay. If you pay it today, I'll go ahead and do a 30-day deferred disposition, okay?
Okay.
So pay it today, at the end of the 30 days, the case gets dismissed, all right?
Okay.
Let me have a phone number for you, Miss Luna.
361
Okay.
726 3852.
And you're still at 5489 Pearl Street in Banquete?
No, sir.
What's your address now?
4602 Ranch Road, Robstown, Texas.
Okay, Miss Luna, perfect. Any questions for me before I let you go?
No.
All right, Miss Luna, you have a
Oh,
good day.
actually, I do. I will
Okay.
go pay that at the court.
Yes. Do you know where the court is in Robstown?
No, sir.
It's at City Hall, 101 East Main Street.
City Hall. 101 East Main Street.
Street. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Court calls cause number 210-900-2394. State of Texas versus Joshua Tejerina.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Tejerina. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Tejerina, you are charged with the offense of disregarding a traffic control device. This is alleged to have occurred on or about September 20th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of disregarding an official traffic control device alleged to have occurred on September 20th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. There was an accident, Mr. Tejerina, as a result of this?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what the result, with the property damage for the other person? Do you know if that's been taken care of yet?
I'm unaware of that, sir.
Is your insurance involved?
My insurance is involved, sir.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Tejerina, I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition.
Okay.
It's going to be a fine of $114.90, cost of $150 for a no contest. For a
Yes, sir.
$264.90.
Okay, sir.
When can you pay this, Mr. Tejerina?
I can pay that today, sir. As soon as I get out of work today. I'm actually at work right now, but I can
Okay,
do it
that's
this
fine.
afternoon.
We're open till 5. Mr. Tejerina, let me just verify, are you still at 214 Lemonwood Drive in Kingsville?
Yes, sir.
And can I have a phone number for you, please?
Cell phone number 361-455-0808.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Tejerina. Do you have any questions of me before I let you go?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
You too, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir. He's coming in. He's coming in today. Because they said they're going to come pay today. Court calls cause number 210-900-2317 and 210-900-2318, State of Texas versus Thomas Duque. Thomas Duque. Mr. Duque, I see somebody on my screen with the name Thomas Galaxy. It's on mute. I don't know if you're there or not and you can hear me, but you need to take your phone off mute.
All righty, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Duque, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You are Thomas Duque?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Duque, you can put your hand down.
All right.
Mr. Duque, you are charged with 2 violations. The first being expired registration, and the second being open container, both alleged to have occurred on or about September 11th, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of these charges?
Yes, sir.
And you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to go one by one. As to the charge of expired registration alleged to have occurred on or about September 11th, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. You already took care of that one? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Duque. They told me you already came in and took care of that one.
Yes, sir.
So as to open container alleged to have occurred on September 11th, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. What did he do on the other one? He got to comply to this. Okay, that way I can note it on here. Mr. Duque, what did they find you with? A can of beer or something?
It was I had it from I was at my sister's and I didn't want to throw it away, so I threw it in my car, and me, like an idiot, never threw it out. It was one of those twisted teas.
I got you. Okay. All right, Mr. Duque, I'm gonna accept your plea of no contest. I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition. It's gonna be a fine of $209.90. Cost of $76 for a total of $285.90.
Yes, sir.
When can you get that paid, Mr. Duque?
So my next day off is Tuesday, if that'd be all right.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. What date is that, Natalie? The 19th. All right, so by October 19th, Mr. Duque. And
Sir.
if you can, Mr. Duque, between now, well, you could email us your plea of no contest and a copy of your driver's license, so you don't have to come in to do that. Unless you want to come in, you can do that too.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I just go to the city hall, correct? The 101 East Main Street.
That's it.
Yeah, I'll go in there and I'll get it paid for you guys.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Duque. Any questions?
Yeah, not a problem. You just have yourself a wonderful morning.
You too. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
I have one more person on here that says Teresa, but none of the files I have on here say Teresa. So,
It's under Orlando.
ma'am,
Sir, it's under Orlando Anguiano.
okay, that's what I do have. Can you turn on your video, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Anguiano, I didn't say this earlier, I should have. Being on Zoom is like being in a courtroom, so if you can please take off your cap, I'd appreciate that.
Oh, yes.
All right. How old are you, Mr. Anguiano?
17, sir.
Okay. Court calls number 210-900-2358, 210-900-2359, 210-900-2360, and 210-900-2361. State of Texas versus Orlando Anguiano. Mr. Anguiano, you have 4 violations. Actually, you have more than that. Are these 2 different dates?
What happened was the officer voting for citation, speeding expired registration. But apparently the lieutenant said that he continued to search the vehicle and found, so he.
But they're all from the same date.
Yes, but the only one with the 4 violations is actually correct.
So what about this one? That's not,
No.
okay, so I'm dealing with this one. Okay. Okay, Mr. Anguiano. Did I swear him in, Natalie? You know what? I'm not sure. I can't remember if I swore you in, Mr. Anguiano, but go ahead and raise your right hand again. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Orlando Anguiano, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Anguiano, you are charged with 4 violations. The first being speeding 55 miles per hour in 40 mile per hour zone. The second being operating a motor vehicle with an expired registration. The third being possession of drug paraphernalia. And the fourth being driving under the influence. These are alleged to have occurred on or about September 15, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of these charges?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go one by one. As to the charge of speeding 55 in a 40 mile per hour zone, alleged to have occurred on or about September 15, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
As to the charge of driving a motor vehicle with an expired registration, alleged to have occurred on or about September 15, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, alleged to have occurred on or about September 15, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
And as to the charge of driving under the influence, alleged to have occurred on or about September 15, 2021 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest on all charges. What I'm gonna do, Mr. Anguiano, because you got 4 charges, I'm gonna reset you for the punishment portion because I'm gonna see what we're gonna do regarding the driving under the influence. That's a very serious charge. Are we set for next Wednesday? Well, I'll ask. With the expired registration, did you renew the registration?
What was that, sir?
The expired registration, has that been renewed yet?
I got the sticker, but I don't got the registration. Yeah, we'll go and get it today.
Well, the sticker is the registration.
Yeah. Yeah, the inspection, we've already done.
Oh, you got the inspection, you just haven't gone to go get the.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
got,
sir.
okay. Natalie, when did this occur? The 15th. You need to go today, and because you have 30 days to get it taken care of, and I can do a compliance dismissal on that. So you get that registration today and then bring it by the court.
Okay.
Okay, for the rest of the things, I'm gonna reset you for Wednesday. What do I have Wednesday now? I'm gonna tell them to come in person. At 3 o'clock on Wednesday. You need to come over here to the court.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. In the meantime, get that expired registration.
Well, one more question. Does my mom need to go with me to the court?
You know, she can come with you, but you're 17, which under the law, you don't require a parent. But she's more than welcome to come with you if she chooses. Personally, I would encourage it. If you're still living with mom, you know, I would like for her to be here if she's able to, but she's not required by law.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll see you on Wednesday, but you need to bring that registration in today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The time is 10:38 a.m. and we are off the record.